Um, this one was something else. I'll say that. Right now I'm not comparing to other games. Give this game the credit for what it was. You call it dramatic. I think it shows the character of the men in that room. That no matter what, they'll fight and they have belief in themselves, and they really made it happen out there in the second half.
You've talked about progression of Dustin Crum for some time now. Is this sort of almost a pinnacle of what he's done? I mean, you couldn't ask for much more from that.
Well, you're right. Dusty continues to grow exponentially. Dusty's authored a few of these type victories in his time as a quarterback. I think one thing, Dusty's a quiet guy, but he has a great confidence in himself, and I think team has confidence in when he's in there as well. And he went out there and executed what he needed to execute. You look at the ball to Pimpleton at the end. He moved around once again with his legs. How valuable were they throughout the course of the game? And he just, again, I sound like a broken record, but he continues to get better and better.
I sound like a broken record by asking you this question, but again, at the start of the game, you just couldn't get it going, and why was that tonight?
I think early, I think, I'm just being honest, their front probably gave us a little bit of challenges. They got a talented group over there, and they kind of had their way in the first half, and we had our way in the second half. Like I said, they got a nice group over there, and credit to coaches, Coach Gibby and Tommy, in making adjustments into how we were going to do things and how we were going to attack. And credit to our offensive line for stepping up and answering. It was good, and that kind of our halftime. That was kind of the halftime messages. At the end of the day, we got to stand up. It's just that simple. And the guys did.
You always talk about looking at the things like just one game at a time, never beyond that. But a loss puts you 3 behind the Lions, and now it's what does this do for the team going out west for next week's game? And how?
Well, I think for us, every game is extremely important right now, right? We know what's in front of us and how important these games are, and so obviously the victory. Especially, I'm not going to worry about the West right now, but you look at how things are kind of tightened up in the East, and it was an important game, and the game out in Vancouver is going to be another very, very important game for us to work towards what we want to achieve as a team.
I didn't mean to look past Toronto and what you're trying to do in the East still. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I just sort of, just it would have been a dire situation losing this game.
No, you're right. You're right, Don. And like I said, these guys they stood up and they answered. They knew the importance of it, and they executed when they had to execute.
Do you feel like this game can be at the turning point of the season for you with all that you accomplished, especially at the end of the game, an emotional win that can get everybody together for the rest of the season?
Well, I think this. Obviously, you can always build on a win like this. At the same time, like I told them, they're going to enjoy it tonight, but we got to go out to BC and move forward. It's certainly a lot better to move on to going into BC with a win than a loss, right? And now we continue, and we got to build on it. We don't have time to pause. Like I said, enjoy it tonight, but we got work to start in tomorrow to make sure that we take care of business in BC.
If you were on the discipline side for you guys, they took a penalty, you could have joined them or maybe followed them in that part, but you stayed disciplined for most of the part.
Well, maybe not as much as I would have liked. I kind of saved the things I think we need to correct. I wanted them to enjoy the time that they had tonight. Didn't want to be Debbie Downer. But there's some things, and it's been uncharacteristic for us. I know we started off the year taking maybe too many unsportsmanlike and roughing, but I felt tonight at times we did lose our composure, and we were lucky that it didn't end up really, really biting us in the rear end. So we'll get that corrected for next week. Yeah.
in that college game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a huge win for the team, for where we're at right now. And like you said, kind of, he's a heck of a quarterback and a heck of a player. So anytime I get to play against him, it means a lot, to try to either match him or kind of just give my team the edge the best I can. So it was nice to be on the right side of it this time. Yeah.
How sore are you? I mean, have you ever taken as much of a, you took some big hits tonight. Have you ever taken?
Yeah.
Like that?
It's been a while, probably 2 years since my rookie year, but I've definitely been sore, but I definitely am a little beat up right now. But I'll be all right. Be in the ice tubs in the training room tomorrow, and we'll be all right.
Did the belief of being able to come back in this game ever waver at all?
I don't think so. I mean, you see that from the guys. There was so many turning points. It wasn't just one moment where they had momentum. There was multiple times where we scored and they went and scored again, where we could have just went away or kind of put our heads down and packed it in, and the guys didn't. I think that's just a little bit of our mentality. It's kind of the way I try to play the game. The fact of the matter is it doesn't matter. No matter what's going on around me, no matter what our record is, no matter what week of the season it is, preseason, regular season, I'm going to leave it all out there, and I think all the guys on our team do that. You see that week in and week out when no matter if we're down or up, we fight our way back into games and give ourselves a chance.
I'll sort of steal a question young Zach had for Bob, and do you feel that this could be sort of a pivotal point in the season, a turning point in the season for you guys?
It definitely could be. I think we have to go about and do that ourselves. It's not just going to happen for us. I think there's a lot of good things we did in that second half that we can certainly build off of and grow as a team. Obviously, this is a league where playing your best football at the end of the year is the most important thing. So we just got to continue getting better each week and seeing where we're going to end up at.
When you made that pass to Pickleton, could you actually see, or did you just release it with the hope that it was
I actually did get to see that one. It was kind of surprising. It was kind of a clean read. Usually in that type of situation with that much time left, there's about 13 guys back there, even though there's not that many on the field, it seems like. So to actually get that look, and like I said, KP ran an awesome route and was able to get on top of the guy. And I just, like I said, put it out there. He can really go get it. So he's not the kind of guy you worry about overthrowing. So he was just able to run it down and make a great catch for us.
How confident are you in your game right now? Like, there's been back-to-back games where
Yeah.
you had a slower start tonight, but really came back and really had both facets of the game.
Yeah, I think it's really easy in this league to waver because you can really quickly spiral as an offense with 2 and outs and be off the field very fast. But like I said, it's just kind of the mindset you have to have as a player up here, and especially as a quarterback. I think no matter what's going on around you, you just have to block it out and play each play like its own game. And I try my best to do that. I think Tommy does a great job of calling the game in that way, and I think a lot of the guys in our room have that approach, and it's just something we try to, I think, do for our offense. And it's something I think our offense has done well as well. Like I said, we've been able to fight our way back in a lot of games and kind of get better as the game goes along.
What was happening at the start of the game where you guys couldn't, again, have your struggles?
Yeah. I mean, I wish it was just one thing, but obviously just a ton of different little things, whether it's just an execution thing, read thing, just a missed assignment, whatever it was, penalty, just different things where we were kind of killing ourselves. And at some point you kind of just have to say enough is enough and get that first down, get the momentum going. And I think that's been big for us is once we get kind of that first down and get rolling a little bit, I think the guys play with a lot of confidence. We play with a little bit of tempo, and the guys just getting a rhythm.
This is sort of a statement game for Dustin Crum. I mean, you know, everybody wonders if, you know, you're a backup quarterback in the league and you can step into it. Throw for over 300 yards tonight, and you again meet the game's highest rusher, I guess, or your team's highest rusher. Do you think you need a statement?
No, I mean, I just go out there and try to do everything I can to help my team win. It doesn't really matter if the Calgary game, my last start that I won, I threw, I think, for like barely 100 yards, and I'll take that all day too if we win. So I just go out there and try to do the best thing I can for my team each play, like I said. And like I said, I feel like I've gotten to grow as a quarterback. I think Tommy's done a tremendous job helping me grow each day, each year, these past 2 years, and it's been a lot of fun working with him and Drew and all the guys in the room.
It's based on again next week.
Yeah.
How much does it, you guys seeing what you did in the second half help you going into that game?
Like I said, I think it's just things we can definitely build off of. I don't think it's not per se a confidence thing. I think the guys play and believe in themselves already, but definitely just a little bit of a momentum thing perhaps, and just seeing what we do well. And like I said, just got to continue to get that first down, keep drives alive, and keep stay on the field. And I think, like I said, once we do that and start doing that, I think the guys are at their best, and it's a lot of fun to just be out there and get the ball in their hands and watch them go to work.
Still have a quick one for you.
Yeah.
People are talking about this as the comeback. I want to know your thoughts on that. Do you like it? Do you like that name?
The
Do you think
2.0?
it's sick? And, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I don't think it was perhaps maybe as crazy as the last one because we probably had a little more time, but it was kind of constant. I think even in the second half when we were trying to scratch our way back in the game, they did a good job, continued to score. They had a special teams touchdown, and their offense was doing a good job moving the ball as well. So it was definitely a crazy one. Like I said, I just was trying to let my guys make a lot of plays for me and let the game come to me as the best I could. And thankfully, I got a bunch of great teammates around me.
Just the last one, there aren't a lot of quarterbacks who, when they run, they tend to then try to be
Yeah.
a little safer, whereas you look just fearless. Is that just a mindset for you, or?
Probably a little bit. I can probably give that one to my older brother beating up on me all the time, playing just one-on-one tackle football. So when you're one-on-one, you can't really slide. So I guess that's kind of where I got that from. And I think I get a little bit of a leeway with it just because obviously I'm not the starter right now, so I don't have to play all 18 games. So I probably can be a little more aggressive because obviously those hits are going to add up over an 18-game season. But like I said, at the end of the day, my career is going to be over one day, and I'm going to look back and I'm going to know I gave everything I had, every game, every play for my teammates and for the people that come and support us. And that's just how I try to play the game, and that's why I love this game.